What's up, YouTube? My name is Ghrei, and I've got a brand new What If for us today. Don't forget to ensure you're subbed and have the bell on to be notified of future vids. And if you are subbed, please double check. YouTube adores randomly unsubbing people. Now, before we dig into the Saiyan Midoriya, I feel I should explain a couple guidelines I'll be using. First of all, this is not a crossover, nor do Saiyans exist in the My Hero Academia universe. I've seen several people tackle this what if as though it were a crossover, but I prefer to keep my what ifs to a single franchise. That being said, how am I going to make Midoriya into a Saiyan? Easy! We make Saiyans into a quirk. The name is simple enough. We can call it something along the lines of Wukong, a bit of a stretch, but that's what Goku was based off of in the original Dragon Ball. We could also deem it something along the lines of Primal Warrior or something, but I digress. Functionality-wise, there are a few things we'll need to tweak or remove altogether for accuracy to the My Hero Aka universe. First up, as I said, being Saiyan here is a quirk, not having a lineage originating from an alien species. This means Izuku won't have the boosted base speed, strength, or durability of Dragon Ball Saiyans. Like Superman, their planet has a much higher gravity than that of Earth's, which give them this ability. Apparently, lower gravity means lower base physical capabilities. I'll also be removing their heightened learning curve and senses for both ease of storytelling and for accuracy. After all, these both come from the fact that they're an alien species, and Deku is very much human. All quirk users are human. Save for some animal exceptions, but I'm not picking threads here. Anyways, the innate love of fighting won't be ingrained within our freckled fighter's mind because, again, that is due to the Saiyan's alien lineage. They're primal and bloodthirsty by nature due to their specific evolution as a species. Human beings are far, far different than that, but I digress. The final things I'll be cutting are the idea of the Ozaru form, the whole black and changeable hair aspect, and easily removable tails. Don't get me wrong on the latter removal, Midoriya is still going to have a tail, because it's a major part of the narrative ploy, but it getting removed so nonchalantly is simply unfitting for the story, as is the Ozaru form. The Ozaru too is a part of the species' evolution. Another aspect unbefitting for the situation. The hair is described as a pureblood Saiyan's aspect only, and again, Izuku is a human. Oh, one last final thing. No ki blasts or auras or anything like that. Again, not a part of the My Hero Aka realm, so it's gonna be a no for me, Chief. Now that I'm done being a Debbie Downer, let me explain what I am incorporating and how. First up, let's talk his tail, which matches his hair color. A deep foresty green. His is going to be a major weakness. If he lets it get hit, or if he lets someone grab it, or worse, it will be far more painful than anyone could imagine. This weakness, the pseudo-literal Achilles heel if you will, is going to be the main downside. In addition, unlike DB Saiyans, Midoriya cannot use this as a third hand to fight, because the impact would simply hurt far too much. However, he can use it as a third hand when doing menial tasks like holding lighter objects with it or something like that. He also gets weak when his body is out of his special healing cells, which I'll address soon. The next aspect we're tackling, though, is the Zenkai boost. This is pretty much crucial for any Saiyan character, and their growth throughout their lives. Since this is also a generic trait of the evolution of Saiyans, I would keep it out, but again, it is crucial. It's a key part you can't go without. That said, I will be integrating it into Deku's quirk, and I will not only be calculating Zenkai boosts as they'd roll around in the original story, but I am also setting Izuku's base power level to 3 instead of a normal grown adult's 5, as noted in Dragon Ball Z. He's a teen who's always on the computer and does no exercise, guys. He's gonna start off rough, just like the original. That being said, this will show extra growth throughout all the training he has received, but not to the insane point that is inherent in all Saiyajin. If he did grow at the rate of, say, Goku, then he'd easily be able to blow past everyone and everything far too easily. I'm also going to say that the Zenkai boost is unable to be abused the way that Vegeta abused it in the Frieza saga. Rather, due to the decreased gains, people assume it's an increased healing factor. Much harder for him to manipulate this way. Finally, we've got to discuss Super Saiyan. Oh, but Ghrei, you said no ki, so how could he go Super Saiyan, Well, let me tell you, because it's pretty simple. His quirk allows him to recover from injury faster and grow stronger than normal. His body is repairing itself more efficiently. Therefore, for his quirk's awoken ability, Izuku can go Super Saiyan, though it will not be called that. Here, Izuku's healing cells, which are unique and called S cells for the curious, work overdrive, causing Izuku to become extremely powerful at the cost of recovery time. Think of it like Adrenaline Plus, or like full cowling in a sense. While activated Izuku's awoken ability will cause his hair to grow a little bit every time. Its growth is accelerated by the S cells, and their growth simply stops after combat. The more S cells he uses, the more his hair grows. No light show, no golden aura, no air pressure or anything. This is Izuku using the Zenkai for additional strength at the cost of being unable to recover from wounds as efficiently. That's it. Oh, speaking of S cells, you may be curious as to how these are produced in the body. To that, I'll say they're pre-produced in a gland, a lot like adrenaline, and are released when forced open or needed. However, to add to the realistic implications of this quirk, Izuku needs to eat plenty of protein and vegetables to produce these, especially in excess. He would already be constantly craving these foods while training or while injured, as his body wants to use these efficient S cells more than its normal healing mechanics. Path of least resistance and all. Obviously, as he grows and needs more S cells to heal, his body will produce more S cells on a constant curve with his strength and training. This also lets him stay in his quote-unquote Super Saiyan form for longer on lower levels or simply reach another level. And every time he's able to grow past the previous max of his awoken ability, his body automatically produces more S cells because it expects to need them again soon, which makes Izuku crave more stuff to produce more S cells. You get the idea. So yeah, that just about covers everything I could think of. His quirk itself is a wild mutation. For ease, we'll just say an ancestor of his, such as his grandfather, had a similar ability to him. And since he doesn't work out, he sees his abilities as a curse. A tail as a weak point for Kacchan to take advantage of, and as an easy pick for bullying. But what do you guys think? How will Izuku fare in the series? What stunts can he pull off? Will he even still get one for all? Let me know down below, and we will see all of y'all beautiful people in the next episode. Goodbye!